And that interview with Kaya of revealing the bids, even though Hikaru said very little, a lot was said.
And here we see the handshake. How quickly can Nakamura shake off the memory of that previous game? He looks focused again. Nakamura adjusting his pieces now, ready to start.
Looks a lot more calm than he did during the bids right there when he walked off. But now he's just taken his place. It's fully focused. And Robert, what do you think about the opening approach here?
I will be very curious to see what Nodirbek plays, because he's shown over the years that he has novelties up his sleeve. Just because he's young doesn't mean that he doesn't have experience in these critical moments. But for Hikaru, he knows this is make or break time. If he loses this match, he might not get to the survival stage. For Nodirbek, he has much more wiggle room because he won both of his matches yesterday.
You're absolutely right. And let's remind everyone that 8 players playing after the round robin, only 6 will make it to the next stage. 2 will be eliminated. While Nodirbek has had 2 match victories, Hikaru Nakamura currently at the bottom of the table with just 1 match win. So extremely, extremely crucial. And losing this one will really jeopardize his chances to make it to the semifinals.
Yeah, stakes are high. Armageddon chess is always dramatic, but that will be a bug in the back of his mind for Nakamura. He has black, though, and a draw being enough means he can revert to being solid. It's just about whether 9 minutes will be enough to fight against the might of Abdusattorov.
Nodirbek, head in hands. He is ready to go. Hikaru Nakamura as well, ready to start. This critical encounter between these two, what a miracle comeback it was by Nodirbek. And it is go time. First move by Nodirbek, it is the King's Pawn opening and the Sicilian.
Sicilian not reverting back to his favoured e5. Nakamura really trusting the opening. Remember, he was winning by move 8 last time we had this variation. And, OK, Nodirbek surely is going to be the first to improve. Bishop to d3, a mix-up in move order from Nakamura this time.
Because Hikaru castled first, and that's where Nodirbek's mistake was. He was anticipating Hikaru to castle. Bishop b3 seems to be the correct choice. And now, in this game, there was no knight g4. That square was not defended by the bishop, but Hikaru quickly strikes with d5. He clearly was expecting this opening once again. It's Nodirbek who's first on the clock.
Yeah, but Hikaru is a smart guy. I think he figured that out, that Nodirbek had actually mixed up the move order to fall into the trap that he did in game 1. And I think he was expecting this to work out this way, and that's why we're seeing the speed that we are from him.
Yeah, and this is where it's really important to have a trusted second, a trusted team around you. I have no doubt that Nakamura had a little chat in the break there with Chris Littlejohn, his long-time second, and he was advised to play this variation, a pawn sacrifice temporarily. There was a trick on the board. You could not take the white pawn on d5 twice. The black queen would have been vulnerable there. But now he's going for the bishop pair. He's playing for activity. Black's ahead in development. Looks very healthy to me. I'm surprised Nodirbek has repeated this experiment for a second time.
And the fact that Nodirbek repeated and doesn't seem to know what to do, that is shocking. And maybe when you're flying high, you think that everything's going your way, but suddenly it feels like momentum back to Hikaru. Those players, they didn't share any, but Wesley, he deserves a world of credit. This game is still going on. I almost forgot about it considering how interesting Wesley So's domination, demolition, whatever you want to call it, of Magnus was. But here we are in an endgame where it looks like Hikaru Nakamura should hold with the black pieces.
He should hold, but look at the clock situation. Both players down on time. We're around move 50 now, so they will get increment shortly. That being said, there's still 2 pawns left, and White's king is about to run in.
Oh, and the bar's going up. Suddenly, Nodirbek's king is infiltrating and is going after the g5 pawn.
Bishop holds everything together. White's bishop is so good with pawns on both flanks. Black's knight is a short-range piece, cannot control both flanks. Nakamura has lost control. 20 seconds. He's got to make 8 more moves.
And he's lost control on his nerves as well. As we can see, he is panicking right now. The knight defending the g5 pawn for now, but the bishop can start hitting that knight on e6.
But then the knight hops around to attack the bishop. You could tell that Nodirbek is also nervous at this stage. He makes a quiet bishop move. They're nearing move 60. They get a second added per move when they hit move 60. There's a tablet next to them telling them what move they're on.
Oh, wow. And Nodirbek, the pressure's on him to make progress. The position is almost repeating itself right now. He's struggling. He's got around 11 seconds. And, OK.
He made the correct move. Yeah, he almost stopped on the wrong square. He goes bishop e8, and now the bishop protects that a4 pawn. If the knight moves g5 drops, Hikaru, he has no time left. He's got to move.
Make a move. 4 seconds, Hikaru. He panics and puts the knight and loses a pawn.
But now it should be a relatively straightforward win. That being said, the evaluation bar moves another check. Wow, this is crazy. They've only got 1 second increment each move. He needs to move. He needs to speed up.
And both players are so nervous. They're living on that increment right now. The pawn a4 is defended. The white king is going towards the queen side. a5 is going to drop.
Now, White is winning. White will win that a-pawn. It's a pawn that promotes on a light square as well. White's bishop holding everything. This is simple.
Oh, and Hikaru Nakamura, he gets up. He resigns. Nodirbek Abdusattorov. He reacts. He knows he's done it. He takes down the world number 3 in the Armageddon. He was playing comeback in this match. He lost the first game, wins the second one, wins the Armageddon.
He's the comeback kid. That is